she's gesturing at the guy who did the ritual. It's like, what? Right? He's saying, well, I don't know. I mean, you guys are just walking up here, and this is a lot to take in as you are watching. The question is, what are you going to do? Especially because some of the people who have nothing better to do are going to be looking at you kind of, like, why are you looking at our sacred rituals like this? Go away.
But was the Wahad, was that a religion? And was it one of those you could choose from?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And I sadly watch the character who worships Vahad skate away as he chose the character.
No.
That could have helped.
Yeah, right.
So therefore, and so you've had your stuff taken care of.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
Good. So I don't have to think of work for at least a day or so.
That's right.
Perfect. Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, I will, still with this poem echoing in from my head. I guess when I'm done, I will turn around and be like, I think I saw some people, but I can't remember. There are some other people here. Maybe I should find them.
Now, to do that, considering that you didn't make that wits roll, or did you get a wits roll? No, you didn't.
I didn't. I
failed it.
So I didn't recognize Denise.
Correct.
But I saw that there are some other people.
So that means you're stuck with some other means.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's a spell it is.
Oh, I see. Okay, then.
Just, I think it was... there was one that allowed you to see.
Yes, and I don't think that this particular list is up to date.
But you changed
I did,
in
right.
the beginning that you could feel...
Right, so you can perceive spirits and artifacts in your location, which is why you could see them. You can perceive the presence of anyone carrying charge in the city. So you can, as long as someone is carrying charge, you can...
And we are also in the same place.
The two of you are, yes.
So I would see two in the same place, and then I would see Atta.
That's actually different. Yeah, at this point, I have rules for this.
Okay.
They are not really accessible.
Okay.
If you would, I wrote it down, but they are. If you end up in that spot, I'll tell you why Atta can't be a player.
No, I understand that there's
or very useful to you.
Okay.
Right. That would be convenient. Suddenly, the whole band's together.
Yeah.
But,
all of the sea.
Yes. Maybe I'll think about that for later play. But
it's season finale.
Maybe a cool
when it gets worse enough, you can start pulling people.
And then also, you can. So you have a sort of a vague sense, and we don't know how far.
Yeah, it's more like.
Yeah.
But does he need a spell to get to us?
To get to you like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, but like know where we are and go to us.
In a highly specific way, yes.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so I could either like start making my way over there and be like, oh, I guess I will get close enough.
Right.
At some point.
Right.
I guess before I leave, Kaif has she ever heard this poem?
That's a good question.
She's a lot more spiritual connected.
Right. Well, I haven't come up with whether she's scholarly or something, because being a shaman doesn't really mean much training formally of any kind. So, except for the specific highly, highly local cultural practice. But I can say that she would say that's, well, you know what? She's got wits 4. They all have. Everyone has 4, 4, 4, 4.
Okay.
Right. So. And so 4 plus 7, unfortunately, is a 12. Or sorry, is unfortunately an 11, so she doesn't make it. And so she says, yeah, that has nothing to do with, real. That has nothing to do with it. She would say, the city knows nothing of that. Right.
But I remember you.
When she says the city, she means the bones, right? The deep city.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone else is just visitors.
Before, when we talked about the family spirits, you said that they could only be used in like specific normal.
Right.
Helping normal
That's right.
things.
Right.
Yeah. Are the shamans the same, or
yes,
are they?
They are the same. That's the way most people get access to those.
Okay.
It's just that as seers, you can see the spirits, and in your case, given everything that had happened, and given your cherished thing, the idea that a spirit would sit on it and would be associated with it made a lot of sense.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Are the shaman using the spirits?
Yes.
To.
That's the way most people would deal with the spirits of the city, is through these people.
Okay.
So very, very handy to have around when you need them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
just
I
takes
will
blood
just
and
give a prayer half in thoughts and think cave.
Yeah.
And also just also say a thanks to the spirits directly.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Guys, you too.
Have a nice day. I will start making my way to these two. Since I see
you're going to start working your way around.
Yeah.
Right. And we had put you actually quite a distance away, unfortunately.
Yeah, since I'm
You're way
the
down there.
opposite. Yeah.
So you're kind of like going to have to work your way underneath all these arches.
Yeah.
You're going to have to make a decision. You're giving up dinner, bedtime, whatever daily interactions you do late in the evening. You're giving it all up to go walking across half the city.
No, I don't walk.
Yeah. Or you're just going to say, okay, I'll get back to this tomorrow morning. So which of these?
But I have the spirits that's taking care of my date tomorrow.
That's right.
And it's not family dinner.
No, it's not family dinner, but it's not the family dinner.
But it is you would be deviating from your life a lot.
True.
Right?
And since my family is still very important to me, so I think I would go back.
Okay.
To
ordinary life.
Yeah, yes, for tonight and tomorrow. When other things are helping me, I'm like, okay, then I okay. Keeping it.
All right. Well, you'll certainly be given, as you can see from the back.
Sarkhan.
Yeah, well, he's not around at the moment. This is. You'll probably just have to give a little verbal, a little account, a little discussion of what you've done and what it was like, to your parents or other people.
Trying to not be distracted by the spirits in the room.
The sense of almost painful. The one thing that's going to be very apparent to you as the evening goes by, and especially when you wake up, is that that it's gotten worse.
Yep.
The flames have increased, right?
Yep.
But before that happens, you guys are still there the previous afternoon at this place. So, right.
Yeah.
So we won't get back to you until we catch up. Yeah.
I don't feel very welcome here. But unfortunately, we need to learn what this is about. I mean, cruel, gluttonous, some sort of ego thing, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
This poem. I mean, you heard what he recited there was something else, but could be the same poem. We don't know. It's a different language, but there's something about that.
There is a beat up old statue in the middle of that circle, which is a pool, right? That's because that's why the rack of weapons is on the edge, and he was standing at the edge of the pool. It's not very deep, but it's an old beat up statue that's kind of hard even to tell what it was. At this point, you realize that it has had nails stuck into it, and that some of them still have scraps of paper.
These people, the man was kneeling. Is he still there?
Yeah, he's finished his ritual, and he's sees them arguing and just like shakes his head and goes and is sort of obsessively like tying up something that he carries around, or so maybe his sandal or something like that. It's kind of like he's tying it more and more and more and more and more. If you're going to be scrutinizing him in a moment, he'll be scrutinizing you. In fact, he'll get up and he'll say, "What?"
We're just we can be here.
We don't mean to upset
you. We're not. I hope we're not in the way, but we. I'm sure we can. This is an open place, right?
Charm plus 2 dice plus your charm. Oh no.
6 in charm. So
no. Okay.
11.
Aha. Well, he will. He will. Point at you and shout to the man who's arguing with the woman. He'll even say, you Yagmur, or whatever your name is. You see, now we've got people coming and disturbing us, interfering with our rituals all the time. This is what comes of this. You should, tell the governor to leave us alone. The woman says, and by the way, the scheduled renovation, remains unfinished. The official from Neokavesh shoots the two of you a very dirty look, like trying to get something done here. But the fellow is actually starting to gesture to other people and says, what are they going to do next? Now they're going to piss in the pool, right? Look at them. These people have no manners. They have no sense of the sacred.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. We'll leave.
The woman, was she? Did it look like she was like a leader?
Yeah.
Over him. So he was just. He wasn't like some kind of guard or. No. He was doing he was doing some sort of one of their rituals. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I don't really feel like getting beaten up today.
Especially because he says, the fellow, Ogujam, which was a name you heard before. Ogujam now shouts out to the others and he says, "Let's show them." And the others say something like, "Bolts of lightning."
Okay. Have a good day.
But I really want to know if there's anything on those papers.
Sure, you can stay if you want. I'm leaving this mess for the time being.
That statue?
Yeah.
It's everybody who's coming up, you're starting to see the flames in their eyes. This is that statue is no joke. That's the thing.
Okay.
You have the spell going, right? This spell is like, okay, it's like the Geiger counter, tick 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 tick.
Well,
what was the statue? Oh, was it a person?
It probably was.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm walking away from the situation for the time being. Stay and look at the statue if you want. I feel those wooden swords probably hurt a lot to machines and calves.
Yeah,
so-
okay. I don't think I want to be there if you're gonna go. I don't want to be alone here.
I'm walking down the stairs. I'm polite goodbye.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
And
follow.
you can tell that within that the range of effect of the weird behaviors, although it's obviously the most intense and the most conceptually focused there, but those weird behaviors in kind of a random once in a while way, they go out further than they did when you were coming in.
Yeah. Not fun.
And clearly there's some kind of ritual or religious controversy surrounding this as well.
I mean, I don't want to get caught in the middle of a mess of these types of things. I don't really care, but we need to know more before we get into this. I'm just very, I don't know where to start. I mean, obviously there's some sort of literary maybe you know some.
Your scholarly background. If you put a little time into this, you'll probably find out quite a bit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, don't you know something?
Is that like me going home, looking things up?
Or thinking about whom you would ask.
Okay.
Now that you know it's Vahad, you may know somebody, casual worshippers of Vahad. It's not a weird thing to do. So you know a little bit more about it as a group. Vahad was a religion or a practice that was associated with a far-off land long ago. During the Koveshian period, the empire shrank, or at least those areas broke off. But a lot of their philosophy had become kind of an almost kind of a radical sect inside the empire. And during the Koveshian period, it was suppressed because it was rebellious. And so now the empire has expanded again, rejoined, now uniate with its former, brought back the blessings of empire to the people there. But Vahad had survived only in small pockets inside the empire. And so now that territory is reunited, there's been sort of a resurgence and a religitimizing of it. It's been accepted as acceptable heterodoxy by the Neo-Koveshians. So, but but in the intervening period and in the Holy City where there were actual central temples for it, it's kind of boutique. It's kind of something that a cultured person might do, and has become associated with high forms of art, warrior honor.
The religion. Okay.
Yeah, and almost, but in a kind of a romantic way.
Okay.
So, and a lot of soldiers like it, but in a very casual, rough way, not really considered a proper worship by the devotees. Soldiers like it because there are swords. It's got a martial side to it, but anybody who's really into Vahad will tell you that is symbolic of the purity of action. It's more about the intent than about the actual grubby work of going and killing people.
So it's not something you do. It's not like a personal, or it's not always focused on like this is what you think about on the inside and so.
Actually, it kind of is, because your character, as Denise, who's the only person I would actually make sure knows this. Not Denise, sorry, back here, Scholarly. Mm. You're the only character that actually would be thinking about this stuff. What do I know about Vahad, sort of thing. And you would know that, okay, doctrinally, a person who's into Vahad is always striving for perfection through the purity of action. And in fact, seeking perfection in a kind of a, effort-based way is considered very lame. You'll never get there that way, right? You have to cleanse your mind and your impureness and your stupidities out of your life. And then what is to do is just obvious, and then that's sacred. So it's a philosophy, but they've dressed it up with enough ritual and with enough built up literary and historical moments, especially that history of rebellion, which gave it a certain weight to make it identifiable as a religion.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem to cause any trouble generally. And it's a minor sect as far as the spread of the empire is concerned. There are whole countries that nobody does it. But this is the holy city. It does have a political history in the empire, and it did have centers of power here, and so it still persists as a minor form of worship that people know about.
Yeah, as I said, religion has never interested me much, but maybe you know someone, I feel like there's a connection here.
And they love poetry. The poetry as a form of, it's considered as important as the perfect stroke of a weapon done out of pure spiritual perfection is the same thing as nailing that final line of the poem.
So a warrior poet. It's very...
It appeals to, a certain...
Yeah, I can understand
sector.
the appeal.
Yeah. Now, I will point out that people from the original source, they might not really recognize it in this imperial form. They're kind of like, you're doing what? But
you do
no,
poetry?
we fight for real.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
poetry was not part of the team.
We hit each other with wooden swords.
I'm kind of thinking of. Kind of gives me like the vibe of Japan and like.
Yeah, I'm more curious about what you're doing at this point.
Okay,
from my characters and personal perspective.
Sure.
So maybe we can let it marinate.
Where are we in the day then?
Well, we finished up the day with the two of you.
Yeah,
I
guess I'm thinking. I'm sitting at home and I'm gonna start to think on how I can get to.
You've got to. You've looked through a book or two.
Yeah, or if I have someone I know or something.
Yeah,
I think that's what.
I think that's actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
You probably could stop by. You've still got time.
Yeah.
To stop by somebody's place and chat with them a little bit. And that wouldn't be very hard. Let's say it's let's say it's a woman who was one of the very few who has served actually in the conscripted military of the city.
Oh, okay.
Which is it's not even rare, it's super rare. But at any given time, probably somebody's doing it.
Okay.
And it's probably because, some uncle says to the garrison guy or the conscript guy and says, this chick can really kick ass and she likes it. So you really ought to take her.
Yeah.
And that happens. So she had a background doing that, and she likes it. She does Vahad.
Okay.
Right. But for her, it's a very personal thing. She'll go to maybe the yearly get together. Right. But she does have, in fact, a metal ornament on her wall, which is a circle with some subcircles there, which if we were a continent or two away, you might recognize in the tattooing on some of the Circle of Hands characters.
So I go see her, and I guess I'll be just if I know her pretty well, I guess I'll just be really interested in the religion. And
sure.
Ask more about it.
Solness is her name.